What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to 2021. Hopefully it will be a much better year than last year. We'll get into talking about some resolutions and where we're wanting to go with the channel right after this. Alright, first of all, what can I say about 2020? Well, first thing I can say is I am so glad it is over. This has been definitely a year for the record books, and not in a good way. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some things that happened that were good, but me personally, I think it was a pretty tough year for everybody between the pandemic and all the fallout from it, from people losing their jobs, businesses closing, having to stay home. You know, it was just, I think it was tough on everybody, more mentally than physically. I will say I was one of the lucky ones. I'm a truck driver, so I pretty much never was off work. We barely even slowed down. Another thing that is different is a lot of the schools closed down. You know, most of them are back running either that hybrid schedule or doing video learning and, you know, online classes and stuff like that. My kid, I was a pretty dog. My kid, we ended up pulling out of school and doing homeschool. So far that seems to be doing pretty good. What else happened in 2020? Well, of course we gotta talk about COVID-19. I've been lucky. I've been very lucky. My immediate family has been lucky. None of us have caught it. We haven't ever faced anything like this, at least not in my lifetime. I know before, you know, we've had Spanish flus and smallpox, and if you really want to go back to Black Plague, just like those, this one too will pass. We'll find a way. For the most part, human beings are pretty resilient. And by the way, in case I didn't say it earlier, Happy New Year. As far as the future, you know, every January 1st, everybody always asks, did you make any resolutions? What were they? Well, I'm going to tell you what mine were. And a lot of them stem from what I learned over the past year in 2020. All three of my resolutions kind of connect together. My first resolution is to do what I'm doing now. Ride the motorcycle more. I know I rode a good bit last year, but there were several times I had things come up or I just didn't feel up to it. Resolution number 2. I'm planning to do more camping, both in the tent and in my RV. We haven't done any RV trips yet. I haven't camped in an RV. Speaking of RVs, I haven't camped in an RV in over a year. We'll probably go to a lot of the same places I go tent camping, but I'm hoping to change that up a little bit too. I want to take y'all to some different places. I want to go to some different places. So it just stands to reason that I will bring y'all along with me. Resolution number 3. I want to do more fishing. I did very little fishing last year. I did a little bit before the pandemic and had all these plans to try to do more fishing. And then once they closed everything, of course, I couldn't go. And then when they opened back up, I went a few times and just never took time to go again. So that is the third thing I want to do. And that's kind of my 3 resolutions for this year. I know a lot of people, you know, get healthier, lose weight. I've made those resolutions in the past. I never stick to them. But all 3 of my resolutions tied together. You know, get your priorities straight. My priority is family and to take time for myself. 2020 was a very stressful year. I know I did not have it as bad as a lot of people, and I am grateful for that. I am thankful for that. I want to make more time for myself. I want to make more time for my family. I want to try to cut down on my stress, or at least have an outlet for my stress. So that is my 3 resolutions for this past year, for this year. Now, as far as a resolution for the channel, that one's a pretty simple one. I won't continue to shoot videos and post them, hopefully constantly getting better. So I guess that's actually what my resolution is. I want to learn how to get my audio better. I want to learn how to get my video better. I want to learn how to make better videos that y'all will enjoy. It's a wide open field. I've been doing this right at a month. I've been shooting videos and stuff longer than that, but I've actually been posting about a month. And that's what I'm going to try to continue to do. I enjoy doing it. It kind of gives me that push to get out and ride and get out and camp. And I'm hoping it's going to give me the push to get out and go places that I haven't been before. Maybe to try things I haven't tried before. I always love these wooden fences and stuff. I don't know why. But yeah, I want to learn. I want to be able to entertain a little. You know, if you can pick up one thing from my video, or if I can pick up one thing from anybody's video, then, you know, that's a good thing. I enjoy learning new things, and I'm hoping I can show y'all a thing or two. And I'm sure I'll show y'all some stuff, and I'll get in comments about better ways to do it, or things I can do to improve what I've done. And that's okay. I'm good with that. Believe me, that goes back to me learning. That goes back to me growing as a person. That goes back to me growing the channel. So that is my resolution for the channel. Let's talk about some of the places and things I'm going to try to do this year. Well, I guess first and foremost on my mind, mainly because I'm going to try to do it in the spring or early summer, sometime up in that time frame, I'm going to try to do a trip all the way down the Natchez Trace. I've been trying to do this trip for years. So that is one I'm looking forward to. But I'm starting to piece together a plan. More to come on that. I'll try to post some videos later, you know, me talking about the plans as I start getting closer to actually picking a date when I'm going to try to do it. So more to come on that. Some of the other things I'm going to try to do this year. I thought about going to the USS Alabama over in Mobile and seeing it again. That too will be in the spring, early summer. I'm hoping I can turn that into a camping trip over there. But once again, not sure how it's going to work out. There's lots of just camping trips I want to make. I believe I've already had one that y'all have seen in Natchez. I want to do one, possibly a fishing trip over in Lake Bruin, over in Louisiana, right outside of St. Joe. So I'm thinking about loading up my tents and heading over there and doing some fishing. There's several other lakes that I'd like to go back to and fish. That would just be day trips. Some of them I might could make into camping trips, but I know most of them probably would be day trips. Where else? Of course, I got two that's on my bucket list that probably won't happen this year. I just don't foresee them happening this year. One is to go ride the Three Sisters in Texas, and one is to go ride the Tail of the Dragon. I believe that's in North Carolina. I think. Might be South Carolina. I can never remember. But I have several other places planned. Not sure how many of them I'll get to do. If you like this video, click on that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe. I'll continue bringing videos that I find interesting, and if there's anything that y'all want to see, drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what y'all are interested in too. I'll see if I can make it happen. Until next time, be safe.